Hello everyone, and welcome to the ESL Weekly Cup. I don't know why I started laughing. Well, stuff happened. Apparently my mic is very loud. Wow, okay. Guys, please tell me if I am...
Maybe this time around you're actually as loud as I am.
I've got a feeling I'm going to be louder. Seems like my microphone is working up.
Wouldn't be too
bad. Okay.
So, hey people, welcome. The ESL Weekly Cup, number 107. I definitely did not just look on my second screen to find that out.
I think you're doing a fantastic job, my friend.
I love the Weekly Cup. It's so casual and relaxed.
It's just chilled, man.
Not as uptight as Pro League.
True. Okay, no one says anything about it being too high. So, guys, if we are too low or too high, no.
In before comment in chat that I look high. I know.
I know.
It's not the fact.
He's tired. He's just tired. It's fine.
I'm always tired. Well, Thursdays for some reason at work are always the worst days.
Oh, really? Wow, what is going on? This is like my mic is going. Whoa. Okay, it's okay. It'll be fine. Just tell us, guys, if I'm too loud. Let's focus on the game. But we have got the ESL Weekly Cup today. Like Nick said, it is the 107th. We have 4 teams today, a whopping 4 teams. So make sure you are coming into the Weekly Cup, of course, because if we have 8 teams, then you can get 800 gems if you come second per player and 2,000 gems per player if you come into first position. The first series we will take today is going to be Visceral Gaming versus Team Aggression. Team Aggression, of course, not getting into the Pro League, but they are with us today, and we bid them hello.
Ah, you're so mean.
I'm not mean. I'm just being truthful.
No, you could have phrased it in a way saying, Team Aggression, of course, one of the teams that have managed to get into the qualifier. No, you say they did not get into the Pro League. Always a negative, Jebro.
Well, it was me, negative. Never such things.
Okay, that's so it is Team Aggression versus Visceral Gaming. Yes, let's have a look at the builds really quickly, maybe.
Yes,
there are already 5 people in the arena.
I'm practicing for Pro League to try and do the builds a lot quicker.
Be swift.
Basically what I'm doing right now. We have got a bunker support Mesmer playing on the red team. He's going to be Kai, of course, going for all the wells with the durability rune, of course. Very sustainable build in itself. And we're going to go for... Wow, I'm going mega quick this week. And we've got Druid coming out from Anwen Lavery, who is going to be playing Celestial, of course. Going for... Oh, he's going for a Sword Dagger offhand, which is a little bit different. And the staff there. And he's going to be going Beast Mastery, Wilderness Survival, and Druid. And then we've got Schroeder, yeah, that makes sense. He's going to be playing Tempest, Dagger Focus. He's also going to be playing with the 4 shouts, as well as going for Lightning Flash there as well. Water, Earth, and Tempest. Then we're going to go for
Mist Thistle.
Really? Mist Thistle. Okay. He's going to be playing Condi Revenant as well, going for Viper's Amulets here with the Sword Shield and the Mace and the Axe offhand there as well. We know there's a lot of condition pressure coming out from this build, but he's going to go for Malix with Shiro, so Assassin with the Condi Demon stance as well. And then finally we have Enforcer Xerix, who's probably Xerix. He's going to be playing Condi Rev as well.
Really?
I would say so. He must be going with a few different traits here as well. Not going for Venom Enhancement, going for Demonic Defiance and whatnot, and actually not going for Crystal... Wow, okay, he's not going to go for Crystal Hibernation. He's actually going to go for Stability instead, which is kind of surprising, actually, in all honesty. Seeing as that Crystal Hibernation seems to be pretty much really core for the survival of this build, but it's Xerix, and Xerix does things differently. So let's go over to Team Aggression. TA being the guild tech, and Nick will go through those builds.
Yes.
The amazing
First
Nick.
off, we have Shut the Rev up. He's going to be also on a Did you just get that?
No, I just... It was just a bad joke.
Yeah. Really? What is it? He's also on a Condition Revenant. He's going for the Viper's Amulet.
Okay.
I'm just going to be as quick. For him, we do have Crystal Hibernation.
Okay.
Then we have Rev-Tastix. He's going to be on the same build, but in this case, Enhanced Bulwark. Bulwark? How do you pronounce that properly?
Enhanced Bulwark.
Not at all.
No,
Bulwark.
you're right.
That sounds so stupid.
Depends whether or not you're English, American, European, or Welsh. They've all got different pronunciations.
Okay, give us Welsh.
Bulwark.
Nice try. Appreciate the effort.
There's a lot
next up.
I don't know.
Next up, Staff Ellie, who of course is not on the Staff Ellie. He's Dagger Celestial. And going for Earth, Water, Tempest, has a Diamond skin in at the moment, which, yeah, seems good. I mean, you don't really need Stoneheart anymore. It's so condy. Everything's condy.
We've gone from
sad.
the power crit kind of builds to this condy meta. It's really, for Necros and for the Revs, of course. Yeah, it's pretty painful. Pretty painful.
Although no Necros in this one.
No.
So, instead of that, we have an Engineer, to be exact, a Scrapper. He's on the Hammer. He's going for Melandru Marauder.
Interesting.
And I have the feeling you probably want to go into way too much detail with it.
Nope.
No?
Nothing? Nothing at all. Same build.
No 20-minute rant on
I could.
This build is the exact same that everyone else picks?
No. I actually go over the Engineer the least now in Pro League, so...
Oh.
Just because it's just the same
Restrained.
build. Yeah, restrained.
And then we have the...
That's a Mesmeric.
Really? No, it's a Chronomancer. It's Chronomancer. It's...
I see.
More Chronomancer.
There we go. Fair play. I'll let you have that one. It's a very strong build at the moment. Yes, there's a lot about
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the flipping distortion. You're able to cap the points with some of the wells as well. There's so much quickness coming out of the build, coming out from shatters, coming out from wells. There's a lot coming out from this build. So yeah, we will have to wait and see how well. Well, everyone's running with support mesmers now, and pretty much in EU, the reason that is because of Helsef. So, that's a thing. Helsef playing a bunker support class it just scares the bejesus out of me, Nick. Bejesus. We'll pretend to have a really bad Irish accent, but hey.
Okay.
That's also something.
For me, it feels kind of sad seeing the 5 welds going on. It's a mesmer and there's no portal. Portal is so good. Get the portal. I know welds are the thing, but... Oh wait, well, there's Blink in there. Oh, and we have portal. It's running portal. Didn't see that before. The one portal going on. For quicker movement across the map. Especially in a meta without thieves. I know that Revenants are quick as well. But still, in a meta without thieves...
In a meta without
maybe
thieves.
Even a bit more. Are you going to sing a song?
No, but what we are going to do is go into this first game of the ESL Weekly Cup, number 107, with Team Aggression versus Visceral Gaming over on the red team. 107, that's quite a lot of numbers in that. So this game...
That is a lot. 4 people cross from the red team immediately, with Schroeder moving up over to the keep. And 3 people attacking, 2 on the defense over on the Henge. Will they even get on point fast enough? Oh yes, they will, and the damage is pretty good on Xerix already. Needs to be a bit careful. But we have Awen Lavery standing there with him. So they're going to have a good amount of support still. Will they? I'm surprised that even though they were the aggressor, he already got so much damage in his face.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment...
I just wanted to counter.
I'm just wondering how well Xerix is going to do without this Crystal Hibernation. I mean, Revatastix has just been taken right down here. He's been completely annihilated. They're able to take him out quite quickly. It's nice to see the Revenants teaming up on this Henge node now as well. They've both got that quickness, getting the quickness down there on to Revtastic as well. And they've finished up that point pretty quickly. But now midpoint, red team do, of course, lose Kai over on the other side. Yeah, I mean... unfortunately, he does go down in the end. Sable is going to just be watching while Kai does get finished off there by himself. And now we've got the Elementalist over on the midpoint on the red team, who's just trying to hold the point contested while he waits for the rest of his team to come and help out. We do have Mistfissel as well, who's just on node, just trying to make sure they can keep it sustained. It looks like the Ranger's going to stay on the other side, so the red team outnumbered over on the midpoint.
Yeah, but only for a short duration, because we already have Kai moving in. Almost look like, do they want to switch? Yeah, they want to switch. Yeah. We see Anwen moving into the midpoint and Kai taking up that backpoint defense, assuming he'll probably leave a portal there and try and just outnumber the mid fight, trying to take the advantage of that portal possibility, because it doesn't really look like they have any reason to move out of this big team fight and try and use the portal for anything offensive. So defensive move with portal, definitely the right decision.
No.
Just try and get the outnumbering, and maybe Raftastic is already the first choice there, getting him back up.
Yeah, good job. Quickness res. Again, you know, the Mesmer being very important. And oh no, we've got the red team Mesmers coming in now as well. And now we have a full 5v5 over on the midpoint now at the moment. And blue and red team members still a little bit cautious. They're trying to pull team members over towards the side. Revtastic goes into downstate, and we're going to try and see some cleave come out from Clerics, Xerix, and the rest of the members here as well. Feedback res comes out, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to. We have also almost got the down of Starfelly there, who needs to back out as soon as possible. He's using Fire Greatsword here, actually. I'm not sure if that's as useful as the elite shout there either. I mean, he's able to heal himself back up and get back into the point. Kai is downstated over towards the henge now, as we have seen blue team members trying to go over towards that side of the map. No one helped out from red. They just wanted to dominate on this side, the mid side of the map. They've still not actually got the kill onto the Mesmer here, so, you know, it's not too bad for Team Aggression mode. They're going to get 2 side caps at the moment with nothing coming in for Vissel.
I'm kind of surprised that Kai was even the one to go through that portal. I mean, okay, he's a Mesmer, but that does not mean he's the only one allowed to go through. Maybe someone else
Ranger probably
defended that a little bit better. Ranger potentially, or just even one of the Revenants to make it a mirror match.
Yeah, that's true indeed. Dante's going to go down midpoint. Red team finally getting something up here as well, potentially. Oh, Dante does go down in the end as well. And we are going to have a look at Kai here, who is just over on the midpoint supporting his team quite well, actually. They're trying to get the focus down on to Anwen, the Ranger here. Red team do get, I think they've got this point at the moment. Yeah, the points are ticking away in their favour, so try not to pay too much attention to the UI. Although you can now. Starfelly does drop quite low to about 3k HP. Might be alright here. Does dodge back right into the path of Xerix as well. Especially getting into that fire field, and the blast comes out, giving himself might and some extra damage coming out into Starfelly. Sable is going to have a lot of issues if he goes down for that res. Oh, I'm not sure that's the best idea.
Yeah, he's trying to use his slick shoes somehow. That's not really paying off for him. Has too much pressure on him to even stay on the point. Not to mention trying to go for that res, but he's getting the assistance from the side. Dante is on the point, and together they should be able... This seems like a much more solid matchup to at least hold them off for a while, and maybe give them some time to work stuff out over on the other side of the map, where he still have the point capped over on Henge. And that's right. Now, why is Anwen trying to attack that? I don't really... I mean, he was in a 1v1 before. Now he's in a 2v1 on a cap point.
Well, he was...
no reason behind that.
He was He was actually getting the decap. It was very close, and we saw the Revenant coming in. He just got in on time.
Yeah, but because of the mobility. Far out of position on the far node there. Isn't it really worth it just to go for a long...
He almost had it.
Decap?
He had it. This actually happened a little bit ago as well, so he wasn't too bad in that situation, because actually, in all honesty, Red Team are a little bit all over the place in their positioning at the moment. Like you say, I think, you know, it's a bit difficult because they don't seem to be backing up team members in different places, and they've got 2 Revenants here and a Mesmer as well with Portal, so, you know, their mobility wise, you wouldn't actually think that they're running these kind of builds. So kind of surprised they're running the way they are, and with this massive sustained team fight, feels like they need to spread blue team up.
A tricky business here. Starfelly can't really decide where Anwen is going to go for. Will it be the midpoint? Will it be the hand? She decided for the midpoint, and that might actually... Oh, no, he's pulling off. What? He's still confused. There's the crossed swords. They are the indicator. You're gonna lose your cap, most definitely. We have,
but they got massive leads.
Staff Ellie's gonna come into that. Well, yeah, but still, this could open up the possibility, as well as the fact that we did have the down of Anten in the res attempt. Shot went down afterwards. Can they stick the damage? We have one of the refs resing, so they need to be careful with the damage, but the follow-up brings him down. 4 people really under pressure here. The down body, 2 people for the res. They actually bringing up for the second time, and this time he's in stealth, so the follow-up damage is not going to work. They, however, turn it around on Sable. He managed to get out of the side. We have the Elixir S-Proc and still 2 people so low they could do a brilliant follow-up. Did he try to get the protective wall down there? Is he actually going to make it out of this alive? This should not happen. Where's the follow-up from Red?
Well, the thing is here as well is that
they couldn't decide
in the team. Well, that and in the team fight, you've got like a Mesmer, you've got flipping Rangers as well involved. Sorry, the Ranger was over on mid, so we didn't actually have that at all. Yeah. But we did have we've got quickness coming out from the Mesmers. Now. There's so much support, and when you got 2 Revenants, even though they're really Condi focused, and you get 2 Revenants going down for a res, and red team are going for cleave, they're actually resing the guy up for the other guys because of that infused light. So the damage that comes in helps the res. You know, it's just this
with the 2 revs. Even if you bring one down, the other one can still get the light on there.
Exactly. Yeah. So you've got a lot of people forget about this. Actually, a lot of people forget about this, and like more viewers, obviously, but how easy it really is to rev. To res.
How easy it is to rev res.
Rev res indeed.
Rev res.
Crazy stuff.
Down, Xerix and Staff Ellie. Damage Revtastics try to
quickness
go for the res.
No,
we do have the quickness res on the one side. Staff Ellie brought himself into a bit of a better position, but that's still going to be the follow-up after the initial res.
Look at the point score.
Xerix gets the heal back up.
They got such a massive lead after having Henge in mid for so long. They only lost the decap and they had Henge for
3-man well.
This is just a massive mess over on the midpoint, and red team now need to decap. We're going to see Schroeder going over towards the Henge now to try and decap there, but we're also going to have Starfelly going for the decap over on mine. Red team will win out just
such
a little bit.
Defensive gravity well going on there. 3 people caught, no damage on the corpse. They got him back up, but Kai dying over on top there. I think Xerix can't even go for the rest. No, he's slightly out of range there.
There they go.
Try support up, maybe go for an interrupt. That's a stomp on Kai already. He's gone back into the fight and trying to find the counter death on Dante. But he looks fine right now, and it's a 2v3.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Oh, red team. Actually, we saw them get back over towards the mine. This is a bit better from the red team here as well. And then we should be okay.
Harder mid.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah. I mean, Team Aggression now got 1 player. No. Revenants, Mesmers. Let's just give that one up
right
there.
After the kill on Mist, still.
It's still coming back though.
Thistle? Yeah,
Miss Thistle.
Xerix down on the mid road. Will he go for the rest? Even for that attempt, he's too late. Not to say that it would probably not have been the best of ideas. Moving back to contest that henge point, I think he's a pretty good choice to not contest, but to keep that point. And that 1v1, we have one advancing ref into mid. Is that a sign of what is to come?
Ellie's have so many issues against Condi, although I think he's running the condition removal. Oh no, he's not. He's running powerful auras. Okay, so he's going to have a little bit more trouble in this 1v1 than we might expect, although we're not seeing that much pressure coming out from Shot. He actually had to back out there as well, so Schroeder's playing this well at the moment, and we are going to have to go on some. That's going to be very important for the red team, especially if they get the kill over on this midpoint as well. But Mist Thistle is in the down state. He's trying to get res here. No quickness, nice pressure coming out from the blue team, but they do back off a little bit there, and we do see the upcoming res coming out from the members, and they get back onto the point. Xerix coming in, of course, giving that focus light, but infused light, and now Xerix goes down instead, and various team members. Similar almost to the midpoint fire fight between TCG and 55, where almost, in a second, you're not sure what the hell happens. Yes, triple cap.
Well, what happened is that infused light is brilliant for the guy that is in downstate. It doesn't do that much for the 2 people that are standing right next to him in the cleave.
And he doesn't have crystal hibernation either to help him out when he gets down to that low
automatic safety net.
And Condi Revies, you can get caught out quite easily unless you're able to get all your damage off. So on the defense, it's a lot tougher to play than the than the Dragon Stance, than the Marauder that we used to see, or the Zerker even as well. So, you know.
Zerker's more fun though.
I don't know. It's nice to have some Condi burst. I'm see the amount of torment
always
stacks.
an advocate for the Zerker.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry.
Zerk's going down over on beach. Not that will make much of a difference.
No difference,
mate. Double cap going on. No difference shall be made today. This is a game going over to Team Aggression. But we don't see Visceral really letting go. They want to keep fighting. Maybe, as you always like to say, have a bit more intel on the matchups.
Yeah, feels like it. Like with the I wasn't too bad toward the end. They were trying to branch out, but they got so committed onto midpoint and they lost out everywhere else. So they started to move away from the midpoint. They went to the side nodes. I think they went over towards mine. Then lost everything. They lost the mid cap. I'm talking about Visceral Gaming. And they actually lost the fight over towards the mine. They lost most of their skirmishes and team fighting. But that was over a long period of time. They were actually getting more kills, I think, as well. I wish I'd gone into the map then.
You had the blue team sort of falling apart for a brief period.
I mean, well, they lost a lot of kills, a lot of people, but red team were outnumbering a lot of the time as well. And they were just committing to fights. Their movement was just pretty slow, I think, as well. So they just need to work on their rotations a little bit. Who's going where? Maybe try and get some focus. Try and watch out for the back points. They started to mid-game. I think they got Kai back onto... Like you said, actually, the Mesmer is the best in the team fight. He operates, he gives quickness, he gives boon support, he gives, the wells, he gives slow, he gives all these different benefits, more than what the Ellie is going to give them as well in terms of the team survival. Because Ellie's giving team support in terms of healing and support and whatnot, but he's not giving them the quickness. He's not giving them the distortion or anything like that, so they can actually sustain on a point as much as the blue team. So as soon as they pull the Mesmer out of the fight, they're probably going to lose that, in all honesty, if the blue team have the Mesmer in the team fight. So they need to make sure he stays in those fights, send the Ranger or the Ellie back, and they'll be doing a lot better in that, I think. And just a little bit of communication there with that would probably go a long way.
Yeah. I mean, they got the downs, but then you also need to make something out of it. If you down a person, you still can't get anywhere on the map.
It's very difficult.
You might have to think again.
Let's have a look at these revs. I'm just going to go over to this ability very quickly as well. Infuse light on an ally while you revive them. Infuse light 2 seconds. Inverts all incoming damage to healing. So when you've got... This is another reason why 2 Revenants are good on a team, guys. It's not just the damage. It's this. Because it's ridiculous. And this 45-second cooldown there as well. So if you've got 2, it's less time to worry about depending on whether or not, they're obviously both going for the res. I don't know if that actually stacks when you go for the res. I don't think it does. But yeah.
It would be weird.
It would be weird if it stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Be a bit extreme. 4 seconds. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't think it does. As far as I remember. I've not played in many 2 rev teams, to be honest, or I actually checked the buff every single time because I'm checking so many things. But anyway, we are going to go... Are they waiting for us to...
Oh, God.
To say? To say go?
Rev Bro.
Don't do this.
Really?
Rev Bro. It's such a good name. Stop hating on my name. Next thing today, everyone.
You're such a simple-minded fellow.
I know that.
Although I can't really talk with my character names, but we're not going to go on about that.
Yeah.
We'll rather focus on the game coming up the second round in this best of 3 Visceral versus Aggression. Okay.
Xerxes is going to go over towards the close point. Miss Visceral trying to go over towards mid, although he looks like he might come back fairly soon because we've got Revtastics as well as Sable coming over. Going to go into Sable's point of view, and actually this is going to be a horrible matchup for Sable, or it should be. Although they're doing a great job number on Xerix at the moment as he drops down very low, and Xerix does pull out the Crystal Hibernation to actually survive to a degree, using those Malik's utilities as well to give himself some distance, as well as the Assassin. He's dodging all over the place at the moment, using the Sword skill to also evade damage as he tries to regenerate, while the other Revenant actually goes for the damage on Revtastics here. So they're doing a good job of trying to release Xerix from the pressure, but in the end we do see that he does go down, using Sable as a bit of a camera angle there. Sorry, apologies. So we've got some 1v1 action going on in the Henge as well. Oh, Revtastics downstate. They reversed it completely. Nice job.
Already. That was quick.
That was quick.
Almost has Xerix down there. Will Zabel be able to get the res? Is Zabel resing? Yes. Yes, he is.
Oh.
Very committed to that res.
Not much pressure.
Gets him up, and actually the downstate damage is not to be underestimated here. We have the +1 of the Mesmer coming in, leaving a 1v2, and actually, is it going to be... No, it's a 3v2. Starfelly, huge troubles right now. It's trying to go for the escape on the side, being not chased at all. They just want the cap, and they just want to move on.
There we go.
Point. No, not quite in time. Cap for the red team going on. However, the bottom fight... Bottom, of course, on the map only. It is not bot in general. This is not League of Legends. This is Mansion.
This is Mansion indeed. We just see two members going out from the red team there as well. They're coming back into the map right now, looking to go over towards the close point, maybe to outnumber this fight and get it overdone with very quickly. But midpoint is a lot of trouble. Schroeder, he dropped down to a very low amount of HP. Xerix trying to help him out with the defense. Goes in for the res now. The Infuser comes onto him. They go for a bit of damage, and that actually helps to res him up there, I do believe, as we saw the cooldown coming out. And Schroeder back up to almost full HP here, actually, as he's already had his shout heal off there. So hopefully they can sustain here until Red Team Visceral Gaming can get something out over on this windmill point as well. Blue Team doing quite a good job, unfortunately losing out on the Mansion point there. We were going to see that 1v1 coming out, so that was unfortunate, but you know, they put pressure in the right place because Red Team had 2 deaths on the map, so it wasn't too bad to outnumber. They just needed to get back quicker than they did there.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if they are just overconfident or didn't really pay attention, because that was such a long-winded decap.
Yeah,
it was on Mansion.
Oh, Revtastics!
He was just strolling over there.
Revtastics is downstated actually and completely killed out with the Mesmer over on the windmill. Now this is really great situation, but I don't think Red Team want to +1 this at all actually on the windmill. I just wouldn't even bother, because at the moment they can win different places on the map at the moment because they've not got the Mesmer in that fight. Oh no! Kai's going to go over. No, don't do that, Kai. Stay at mid. Keep the Mesmer out.
Caught him back up.
That's a good job, because now if they can keep the Mesmer out of that fight, their res potential, their sustain is getting a little bit screwed over here for the blue team. So they're going to actually probably lose this mid fight now as well. So that's a good job. But now the blue team are plussing.
Side of the down body, Sable just with the sneak gyro manages to get the stealth vapor form off to the side and manages to get out of that himself. So with almost no HP, suddenly there are 2 very alive players back and ready to get into action. Sable on his way to defend that mansion point. Miss Thistle, not gonna be fast enough to get that one. However, the 1v1 could very well go his way.
Oh, the engineer definitely gonna give it. He needs a little bit of praise there, because he just pretty much saved their asses, if I'm honest. I'm gonna just say that phrase right here because they did. He's got the res and he got the decap. He saved the decap as well, like you said. So good job from him. And now they actually they're very close to getting the windmill as well. Red team members almost going down over towards the windmill, but we aren't going to see them saved in the end. This focus goes back over towards the midpoint potentially here. Xerix can pull it up through, obviously. The assassin stance is very good for mobility in terms of, think about Mesmers as well, going for phase retreat. Pretty much the Revenant can do almost exactly the same thing, but he can pull onto his opponent. So good job. Xerix pushes them away. Looks like we're going to see a potential 2 Rev man fight over here for the red team. And they need to back out and be careful here though as well. Xerix takes position on the point, keep it sustained. Very close game actually. 5 minutes. Wow. Nick, 5 minutes has gone in the game. We haven't even hit 100 points. This is slow going.
Points shall not be plenty today.
No.
Shall be plenty is down to Kai, at least right now. It didn't matter. After very long downstate, a almost ridiculously long downstate, they did not manage to bring him back up. And should now be able to put a bit of pressure on Wen as well. But we have Shut already going into the midpoint. That is undefended. Okay, so the decap.
Got Dante dead though over on the other side of the map. I don't think we're gonna. He does port. I don't think Sable's gonna be able to do anything. He's just gonna have to sustain here. He needs to just eject out of this. He's not got stealth gyro to help out either, and he's gonna have to leave. Otherwise, he will go down here. He needs to pull out his elixir gun if he can, or use thunderclaps to give us a little bit of a gap distance here as well. He's trying to pull it out. Look, I mean, he's trying to sustain here. He's gonna die.
No, he just realized that he's not going to get away, but maybe
he will.
Just a little bit of time to get the heal back up after the automated proc of that Elixir S is going to enable him to make his escape.
Yeah, sneak gyro as well was
make it in style, assassin style on the walls. He did ninja NG.
He did a good job there. He did a good job. Revtastics, he held it for as long as he could and survived, and that's the key point of that, of course, as well. As we see over on the windmill, still the mainly the contested point ever since we saw the Mesmer on the blue team taking on the Ranger, and when a good while ago now, at least 3 or 4 minutes maybe as well, and this fight is very sustained here. So it's all about the side points at the moment. What will the Ranger do for the red team? Will he come out and decap mid, or will he go and back up one of the side points? It depends. If he goes to mid and gets the decap, they could lose out unless they do decide to disengage. He looks like he's going to mid though.
It highly depends on how the matchups are going.
They're going okay.
For the time being, Mansion is going completely fine, even though with a 2v3, and the 2v2 is also going their way for the time being, although this can turn around fairly quickly with a Revenant involved there. The decap attempt being pulled off that fight, this kind of results in a stalemate across the map.
Red team get the Mansion. Yeah, good job. Okay.
Sable needs to escape. The revs on his back. Pulls out the slick shoes. Nice little jump there back into mid. And where are they actually gonna wait, Dante? Why? Why is Dante now moving into that? Wouldn't make any sense, and now he's going back into mid.
Yeah, it was a bit of an interesting movement there, and we are going to see him move, back into mid there as well, so he'll be able to help out in a team fight, which will probably erupt there as well. Red team members could possibly send over towards the windmill and avoid the Mesmer there as well, because Kai's over towards the windmill. Lolo is starting to push into mid himself, as Fantastics goes up towards that point as well. Kai does get the port up towards the top, just running into this midpoint now, trying to drop down the Chaos Storm, as well as some wells now. He's going to be able to use that continuous split to get... that's okay to get a couple of his cooldowns back as well. But downstate comes out onto Andwell. Whoa, Revtastics and Dante, very low HP, and Sable as well. So many downstates, and Shut! This is a massive 4-man team wipe in terms of the blue team losing members all over mid. Red team need to now bail out of this to get the possible free cap with the windmill, and they could easily get the free cap right here. They need to also move over towards the Mansion to make sure that happens.
And they should also just keep Sable. Don't do any damage on him. Just leave him. Leave him. You can leave him out of the fight for so long. I mean, he's already going to be about 5 to 10 seconds after the respawn. So if they get the follow-up kill on Staff Ellie, they should really try and commit to that. Of course, the respawn is coming in, so they're already kind of too late. Can they get the quick pick? Can they deny them completely the re-engagement onto the map? No, because Dante is just walking around as much as he pleases, pretty much. He's going to probably want to +1 the fight up above to help him out.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because Staff Ellie might be in a little bit of trouble after a while, although no, it's a druid, he's not going to get bursted anytime soon.
No, I think it's going to be okay for a bit of time here. I mean, there's still this 1v1, he's sustaining and he's contesting, like, it's not too bad. I mean, I think Red Team actually made a good decision there. They've been able to hold on to the rest of the map to a degree, but now Xerix has gone into downstate. And maybe, if they'd +1 that fight over on the windmill, just got the kill there, they would have got their close point, and okay, maybe if the contestation over on the Mansion had happened, they could have just pulled out, because, at least Windmill would have been theirs, it's closer to their team, and of course, if they have to respawn, it's not as far to go to back up in a team fight, which they could potentially lose, because they haven't got as much sustain in team fights at the moment as I would have probably have thought. But now the map is slightly getting contested here. Red Team still have the Mansion by a long shot. They've really got a big lead here now, actually, as well. Over the last kind of 6 minutes, we've seen their point score just grow enormously, especially after that team wipe at mid. They do get another downstate here over the Mansion.
Yeah, second down on Shut. That means actually that the light will not be shining on the corpse today, because that's still on cooldown. 2 consecutive quick downstates is apparently the solution against the Revenant res capabilities.
It's looking pretty good as well. Still over on this. I mean, Starfelly must be feeling like, you know, this is almost a kind of a waste of time. He's having more difficulty in the Druid.
I'm very surprised in not having a tea party already, because this is going nowhere.
True. I mean, the Rangers, here we go. Revtastics is going to come in for the additional support there to try and get him into the downstate quickly so they can do something on this map. And really, that fight being left by Red Team in a 1v1 that the Ranger can sustain forever has actually been not too bad, because they've kept the mention as well, even with a full team regroup from Blue, and that's not bad at all, actually, to be honest, in how they've moved around the map. They were actually quite patient there.
Now, as we have a look at the points and the time, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock, and we have more than double the points on the side of Visceral here. So, Blue Team really needs to put out some kind of miracle. That miracle would be named Triple Cap.
Sorry. Carry on.
Okay. Stop, Ellie.
Just had the song coming into my head. Finally. I'm sorry.
No worries. Stop, Ellie. Finally going into downside after quite a lot of work put into him, but the damage is just going to help bring him back up. No, it's not. Wait, what did I see? Oh my god, my eyes deceived me. Now we're in the 2v3. They're trying to get the counter damage on all win, but it's just going to be Revtastics afterwards, so we could potentially see the follow-up there. If they manage to chase, Dante's probably just going to play the time a bit and trying to keep this neutral for as long as possible. That's not really going to lead anywhere, because they're so far ahead, the Red Team. They can just stand on one camp right now. They could just 5-man camp on their own close point if they wanted to, and still pull this off.
Well, they've played a lot better in this, and actually I feel like Team Aggression kind of having their Mesmer over on 1 point for so long, really early on in the game, actually screwed them over massively. So that was good from Red Team to not back up their team member, but to keep the Blue Team Mesmer Dante in that 1v1 position, because that Mesmer in a 1v1, okay, he can sustain, he can keep the point 1v1, he can win fights as well, he can win fights for sure. But now look, Dante is again going for a point, 1v2, 1v1 almost, and that's not going to be beneficial to his team, unfortunately, I don't think, because they can sustain in a way. They've got the Ellie, but still, look, Sable goes down. What happens? They've got no quickness, so they can't get the res up very quickly, so they're relying on the Revenants to try and go for the res there as well. Look, Revtastics goes for it. He goes in for the res. Red Team was just cleaving, but yeah, it's not going to happen. If they had quickness there from their Mesmer, they would have got him up. So that's, you know...
necessarily.
I think he would, yeah, definitely.
Two elements we've seen here coming out from Visceral is first, better matchup picking.
Yep.
Better rotation in general. But then also a lot more on point with the CC after the downs. We've seen quite a few 3-man welds going, gravity welds going on in the middle of the reses. Kind of making the stomp easy then.
But the quickness resing and the distortion and the blur, which enables you to still keep points capped from Mesmers, is too strong at the moment. Like, not having it in their team fight is a mistake. Like, it's very... I can't underestimate this, because it's ridiculously strong at the moment, to the point where maybe it might even get changed in the near future. It's really, really strong. Like, not being able to be damaged on the point, not being able to be damaged at all while you're going for a res which has got quickness as well, that's a lot of support, man. That's a lot of support.
And still being able to keep the cap.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So it's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, I was in Schroeder there for quite a while. I was kind of using him as a camera. I'm doing that now. I'm using players as cameras.
You just use and abuse people.
I'm sorry. So it is a GG, final GG. And we're going to go on to our third game.
Well, really, Sweet. With 3 seconds to go, you asked for confirmation.
My bad.
Nice.
My bad.
The second round picked up quite convincingly here by Viscera versus TA. That one is going to be... What is the third map? What is it?
Temple. It's going to be Temple. Temple is the next map.
Temple.
Yes, indeed.
I like tempo.
Actually, going to go on to the third.
It's too cold outside for tempo.
Too cold outside. You're German. I don't know what that means.
What?
The German? No, it's normally called. Actually, I think it's colder in England. Anyway.
Maybe, yeah. It definitely rains more.
It's true. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired.
Or you guys just complain more.
I don't not complain today. I never complain. Why are you laughing? It's not funny.
No reason.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
I'm just gonna drink my coffee and be quiet.
Okay, fine. You do that.
Coffee is good.
It is good. So, we are going to get going as soon as possible. See if any team changes have occurred. Comp changes, sorry.
Well, comp changes, nope. But one change I think, either I did not notice you mention it, or we just glossed over it. The fact that I can't even entirely remember which Mesmer switch, but one of the Mesmers did have a portal and switched to Blink. I don't know which one.
Kai
had a portal, switched to Blink on the second map.
Yep.
Good choice, I feel, because he died quite a lot in the first game.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, Blink, it's really a good get out of jail free card. Also,
we actually had one scenario where he used the portal as kind of a close range Blink, which sort of defeats the purpose.
It's very, very true.
Yeah, going for the Blink, going on to the third and deciding map for this best of 3. On the red side, we have Visceral Gaming, and on the blue side, it is Team Aggression.
So let's jump back into the map here. We can see Kai going towards the midpoint as well, with the Ellie and the Mesmer from the blue team jumping over towards mid with one blue team Revenant. Oh, some stealth coming out from Visceral Gaming here as well. Xerix is going to try and just keep some of these guys Revtastic at bay while helping Mist Thistle, over on that point as well. But Xerix gets back into the node very quickly, and some damage comes out onto Revtastics there as well. Sable brings out the healing turret there, offers up a nice bit of support for Revtastic to actually be okay for a little bit of time, with the pressure really coming out onto Mist Thistle here as well. He actually is very close to going down himself. Slash is down.
Slash is down, trying to go for the res, and the stomp comes up, but the damage could almost bring Revtastic down afterwards. However, he is in a 1v2, meaning that's not going to be enough damage or CC really keep him in the down state or get the stomp. So we're going to have a 2v1 here. It's going to be slow but inevitable death. However, we see Schroeder coming in, and once we have it in a 2v3, that suddenly becomes an entirely different story and a way more likely scenario for them to keep the point for a bit.
Yeah, Red Team are having difficulties now. They lose and win as well over on the altar point. And they've got Kai not in the team fight as well. Where's Dante? He's in the team fight over on the temple. And what's happening at the moment there? Feels like they're kind of winning this, really, actually. Xerix drops down not that low. They're doing okay, so it's not too bad. It's just when someone goes down, what's going to happen? Because Kai's over on the midpoint 1v1, and he's actually going to get +1 upon as well. And it feels like, at the moment, maybe I could eat my hat, because Rev does go down very, very low himself. So let's see, can Dante bring it out and save the day? Very easy res comes out. But the thing is, they haven't got a lot of damage over here, it feels like. They're not able to offer up a lot of pressure. They're just surviving at the moment. But as long as Dante's got his cooldowns, which he'll have up not in the too distant future, they should be okay for a little bit of time. Although Revtastics goes down again, Dante comes in. Is he going to be able to put down any kind of quickness? He does. They get him back up again. See, that's the strength of that, you see. But at the moment, they haven't got the damage pressure, the blue team, to bring anything out. Although, no
red right, 2 people very, very close to being down. We see pretty much the reset of the help from Revtastic, and they ignore Dante completely. Yeah, they see that this matchup is not really working in their favor. The point is capped. No reason to stay here, and rather make it a bit more secure. Although I would feel that blue might have actually been in a better scenario if they tried to keep that fight going for a bit longer, because these matchup we had in the 2 back nodes did not go in Red's favor at all.
No, not at all.
Did not work out. The 2v1s, they kind of made these weird decisions where they invested a lot into a res and then tried to split them up again instead of benefiting from each other's support. So now they're again going into these complex team fights, which in the last map we saw them lose quite a lot, especially if we finally managed to have Kai in one of those team fights.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Let's jump over to Starfelly, see how well he's doing at the moment. I mean, Red Team managed to sustain, actually, without the Ellie over... the Mesmer over on that Temple. No, so it's not too bad. But now Dante's trying to go for the cross here as well, as we do see Stillness coming up. So we're going to see the two Mesmers by the looks of things. So now we're going to see these team fights ending a little bit easier for the teams. They don't have to worry about too much about quickness. They just have to worry about the revs closing.
There are still, 4 revs in the game. So.
Yeah. It's not as bad, but it's still not too amazing. But they do over on the side point. We do see that Shot has won versus Miss Vessel there as well. Thanks, Nick.
Suddenly came
an insight. It's good stuff. We only have one rev apiece over on the midpoint as well, though, so it's not too bad. And we do see that Starfelly has gone down here as well, with Revtastic's very, very low himself, as well as Seabull, who's going down to about 10k HP. He does have his healing turret there as well. He's not got his sneak gyro to help Revtastic.
I'm not quite sure why Starfelly even performed out of that fight. It seems a bit more reasonable to try and stay in the vicinity of the support, of the res capability of the Rev. Now Sable is trying to just buy as much time as possible, as we still have the contestation on the buff, as well as soon we're going to have the contestation on the point. No, wait, Starfelly's not going to keep the neutral there? Oh yes, he is.
Is he going to go on point?
Just had a thought about that.
Yeah, needed to use that overload. He needed to use the overload to get the swiftness to get back on point as well.
Yes, we do. We have a decap on the blue side, and we're going to see the AFK of Anwen.
Yes, indeed. So we will have that AFK. Kai is going to win that Stillness buff over on the other side of the map as well, so not too bad. Blue team member comes back in, so it's not too bad as well. Not DCing for long. Also, blue team did have a little bit of a lead, so hopefully they can come back in. But momentum is at the moment with Visceral Gaming.
We saw the Stillness coming out, and the cap's also on the red side, which means, in theory, they right now have a double cap, and the mid cap is also not looking too bad for them. Sable is down. Down to Ishii coming in for the rest. We have the quickness going on. And that's going to be a very healthy Sable again. However, the follow-up damage immediately, him being the focus target again, and especially with all that stability going around, the slick shoes aren't really going to help him out much.
Oh yeah, it's proving quite useful actually. Different times. There's still a little bit of more sustain with that Crystal Hibernation, but it's still doing okay. It does mean that, oh god, actually, he's doing a good job at moving away. NG's running quite well. He's got a lot of disengage.
How long can he run?
Not with so many ports.
Shall be his demise. And Revtastic also pretty low down. He's moving.
Support
staff.
Oh my god! So close. So close for us. That was a good res attempt from Dante there, but there was some
we
pressure.
have Shantor already waiting for the tranquility. 1 second. Are we going to see anyone drop down?
Yep.
There's the drop down. Yeah, Schroeder is there.
Okay, there's
contest that.
Oh, Stillness top.
Fun.
We just saw this Kai against it. Yeah, but blue team are having issues. Look, they've got the downstate over on the bridge, which means someone from red team could disengage there. We're going to see Zerek's going to go for a quickness down. No, it didn't.
In the end, is just running away with it right now. Kai getting that stillness, still making it in time to mid to defend that. Now in a 2v1, we've seen that as quite a problematic scenario for Kai going on. He's trying to hold himself up as good as he can as Sable is just running circuits around them, and apparently we're going to see a bit more commitment to that downstairs buff right now. No, just a swap out.
Oh no, but Dante's in that. Dante's in that. Like, he's going to be able to save that forever. I mean, this isn't a great rotation at the moment from blue team.
Cap.
Yeah, I don't think this is a great rotation.
Thistle can hold it for a bit.
They shouldn't have moved the Mesmer down there. The moving the Mesmer down there wasn't a great idea, unfortunately, I don't think. Because they need him in the team fights. They really need him in the team fights.
Get one kill on Miss Thistle over on that altar point. Can just move on move on through to the midpoint. We have Kai falling back, but that could easily be +1 in a second once we have the cap on that altar point. Not that it even necessarily would need to be +1, but Revtastic deciding for the push on the far node. Not sure that's the best case scenario, actually.
This is Schroeder down the bottom isn't even doing any... Oh no, he is now. He just needs to survive. But he's... See, the Ellie... Okay, he offers... Let's have a look at his build. Yeah, exactly. Let's just have a look at his build here. See, he's offering a lot of healing support up to his allies, of course. In terms of giving them all the auras and all the things. Now, the Mesmer's not going to be able to kill the Ellie here for a long time, and he's got a lot of ways to line of sight. He can just move out the wells pretty easily as well. And yeah, exactly. You know, the Ellie's not going to get the kill on the Mesmer. So
this is fairly reminiscent of the good old Bunker Guardian v Bunker Guardian Tea Party.
Yeah, but I think Red Team are winning.
More action, bit flashy.
A little bit flashy, yeah. But the Red Team.
Bit of Michael Bay in there.
Bit more sound effects, you know. Yeah, exactly. Michael Bay. We need some lens flare up in this mofo. Sorry.
Jebro 2015. Please quote that in chat and keep it forever. We have a last-ditch effort now coming in from Team Aggression with the one fight over on that temple, but can they push the advantage through? We already have the first respawn of Miss Thistle going back into that midpoint, trying to get some assistance to Kai. He's gonna make it in time, most likely, I would assume. There is Druid moving in, even trying to go for that stillness to completely deny them the chance of running away with it in the last second.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much game, it feels like, at the moment. I mean, if they can get the stillness and the tranquility, Blue Team can come back, but there's no movement from them at the moment towards getting the tranquility at all at the moment. Dante's up top, he goes down again, and we've already got the kill out onto Revtastics. Shot's very close to dying himself in this 1v1 versus Xerix, although he's got the Crystalline Hibernation, I believe, over Xerix, so he might actually have more sustain in the long run. Xerix is dropping quite low. He's using that pillar very well at the moment, though, so he's doing okay.
Well, maybe they should not just quite give up.
I think Xerix is going to lose this.
Decap on the temple. Never mind.
Yeah, indeed. I really feel like they're putting that Mesmer down there. Look, they know they've made them. They've switched out. They've put the Mesmer down the bottom, the Ellie, down the bottom. They know that what they were doing there probably wasn't, unfortunately, the best rotation in the world. Sorry, no, it wasn't the best rotation in the world. Dante obviously went back out and he died. Yeah,
if they would have been able to still contest, still keep the temple, that might have actually been a shot.
This is the last hope.
It's mathematically possible.
No, Dante's not even moving.
Nah, 10 seconds. This is not going to happen.
No, they know. Dante, see, just that's how important this map is in terms of knowing where you're going to put your players. Where are your players' where are your teammates going to go? Who's going to be the best? What is one of the best team supports in the moment in this game? It is a Mesmer, which is weird to say in very many ways. Yeah. Unfortunately, and this positioning of the Mesmers has almost been who has won the matches. First game, Dante was in a better position.
Tranquility coming in.
There we go, GG. And that's kind of how it's got boiled down in the last two games, actually, for Visceral Gaming. I feel like they used their Mesmer in a lot more effective way. Unfortunately, when Blue Team did have their Mesmer in a fight... Mesmer. Yeah. It was quite difficult for them, unfortunately. So, we have seen Visceral Gaming coming 2-1 in this first series. Good stuff for them, indeed. Let's get back to
moving on to the finals.
The finals.
That's already what we're going to see next. Do we already know if it's going to be insane duck builds?
Duck builds?
Or exalted comrades? It's going to be duck builds. Duck builds, the team that immediately brings two songs that are stuck in my head now at the same time.
Ah.
That is annoying. Well, one is the DuckTales theme. And then Insane in the Membrane. Yeah, that's happening.
Okay. Break time. We'll be back soon for the finals of the ESL Weekly Cup.
Let's go to break.
Number 107 while Nick flakes out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the ESL Weekly Cup with me, Jebro, and my co-host / host, Chronic Gamer.
Co-host / host?
Yes.
I slash host.
It's not a new Twitch command. Don't worry. It's fine.
Okay, nice. Welcome back. It's gonna be the finals.
It is. Why not?
We like to always have a bit of a laugh in the break, which makes the start of the stream itself always extremely entertaining for us and very confusing for everyone who's viewing. Next up is going to be the finals. It's going to be a best of 3. It's going to be between the teams Insane Duck Builds and Team Visceral Gaming. I almost said Team Aggression. No, Visceral Gaming. Visceral Gaming. They just won. They just won on the third map against Team Aggression. Knocked them out right out of the tournament.
I did indeed, and we are going to go over quickly the ID guys, Insane Duck Bills, which is why we've got a bunker support Mesmer playing over on the team of Insane Duck Bills. Copy Tatus, copy clones. Get it?
Okay. Nice, very witty.
Chaos, Inspiration, and Chronomancer playing in there for him. Then we've got Gozorum, who's going to be playing a Nature Magic, Beast Mastery, and Druid Ranger, of course, as well. But that's going to be, we're obviously calling that Druid. But he's going for Crusader Amulet. Going for Greatsword with the Longbow as well. He's going for a little bit more might stacking free through the Greatsword there as well. And we are going to go, he's going to be going for Druidic Clarity there to remove a lot of conditions. So if he is versus a... If he's going to be going versus a Condi Revenant, which is not happening. I think we've got the 6th coming out for the blue team over here. But let's go over to NG Main, or Main, there. He's going to be playing Adventures, Alchemy, and also Scrapper, as well as going for Marauders, of course, with the Rune of Melandry there. Tenkyu, he's going to be playing a Condi Revenant as well, off with the Sword, Shield, Axe, offhand, and Mace mainhand on the other set. He's obviously going to be going for Corruption, Retribution, and Herald here, going for the Vipers, and then we've got good old Gin, who's going to be playing a Necromancer. So we've obviously got... he's going for Celestial here, as well as going for Superior Rune of the Berserker here as well. This is a rune which is used a lot in raids, actually. It's actually quite a good rune, because it gives you nice, good overall power and condition damage stats, as well as the end stat, which gives you actually plus 5% damage and a plus 5% condition damage. So a lot of sustained damage coming from that build. But not going with anything else there. But he's going with conditions going through, obviously through Deathly Chill. But he's going to be sustaining a lot of his damage through his might stacking as well. So Condi and power damage coming out from that. And he will be going for the Scepter. So he's going to be grabbing a lot of conditions off of that. But going for the Dagger offhand here as well. So it's an interesting combination there as well.
The best of both. Condition
best of both, well.
And damage.
That's very, very true. But that's it. That is going to be that
not
team.
That condition damage is not damage.
No, it's not. That's true as well. That's very true. Oh, there's no Xerix. Xerix has gone away. That's your Q, Nick, to go over the blue team. So.
What? Well, we have already. Mostly.
Well, Xerix is left. We've now got a double Ranger.
Double Ranger, double the fun, potentially. We will see how all of that works out as we go into the finals. Of course, we don't have to go over the rest of the builds because we've already seen all of them, and the Druid is fairly self-explanatory. On the red side, it is Insane Duck Builds, and on the blue side, we have Visceral Gaming.
Insane Duck Builds, indeed. Looking good for these guys at the moment. Move into the map as it goes. We're going to see Schroeder and also... and when going over towards the midpoint
going
now.
Solo to mid, it's going to hurt. Although we do see Schroeder falling back. So we could have had a 3v1.
Yeah.
Kai potentially, we've seen him in the 2v1s. He doesn't really last that long. So the combination, the falling back, might have been a pretty good decision there.
The Ranger.
And in mid, it worked out into a 1v1, which is very favorable for everyone involved, I guess.
Actually, Miaz, going for that top trait over in the Druid in the first line, of course, means he can remove a lot of conditions. He has to use a lot of cooldowns to make sure he survives that fight. If he can disengage here, that's good. He's using the staff to help along with that. Actually does a good job at moving away and getting a nice little bit amount of damage using his pet as well. But now he's running out of cooldowns. Going to try and get the burning as well as condition damage. Actually, I think we're going to see Miaz actually win this. Oh no, in the end we are going to see Reaper Shard coming out from the Necro. He's going to be able to put him down quite low, but still, I think, the Necro is still having problems here.
Too much.
Yeah.
Still get a good amount of pressure on. He gets the cap just with jumping on, because we saw a blatant disregard for everything capture point related for them for quite a while. They found much more interest in some sort of waterfall. Last seconds Reaper Shroud. Miaz is on point, gets the decap, but 2 people are going to be engaging, +1 from Visceral as well. But still, we have Jin in such a good position to be quickly nuked. We have Miaz almost jumping out of it. No, they can just go for the res. Is he going to continue with the res? That's just a bit too much damage. He needs to pull off and save his own life and kind of give up on that pawn. That's going to be the 2 cap coming out right off the bat here.
Yeah, Miaz was disgustingly patient, which is really, really good for him, obviously. And NG Main, yeah, disgustingly patient. As in really, really good. And now NG Main has to go towards mid now to see if he can get decap versus the Reverend Mistfissel here. And that's going to happen. Ranger also, Miaz is going to be waiting for the Necro as well over towards that mine node. We are going to see actually that blue team Bristol game again. No,
we saw that.
I think so.
On the blue team, Miaz had quite a good handle on that.
They've still got the portal actually. Kai's going for portal.
The meat cannon doing quite a lot of work there.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah, he does a lot of damage. Yeah, indeed. I mean,
good name.
Necro still he's really wants to stay here. He's determined. Wow, the pet just jumps on him. Of course. Bristleback doing a lot of damage there as well. Sorry, the oh my god, I got the name wrong of that pet. But anyway, we're going to go over towards midpoint. NG Main is quite low as well over on this point, and blue team have got so much sustain with the 2 rangers and with the elementals and with the Mesmer as well. They're just keeping these points so sustained, and this is actually really good going for these guys. And Kai's absolutely fine over on this point, and blue team I think are going to be able to sustain forever. On this red team, we see a significant amount of damage coming out from this red team.
Oh, Kai might be the point of entry they're looking for.
Oh, he
tries to go for the Blood Frenzy for the last defense, but Schroeder going for the rest. Stomp, not quite quick enough. Very, very fast, but not quick enough. Kai goes back up, and now we have the damage maybe being turned around on the Mesmer on the other side.
Yeah, well, Gozorun goes down as well. Oh, wow. Really, really low HP and does go down again. It's interesting.
Jin can't go for the rest since his HP is pretty much as low.
We might get the decap here.
Is he going to get the decap? Are we going to see a teleport? No, decap coming out, but that's already the pressure on him. Can he get rid of those conditions? They're burning, and poison might actually force him down, and we have the port from the Revenant coming in, and this is going to be the end of Jin, or Gin, or whatever you want to call him. 3 guys of the red team are gone all over the map, all different places. This is going to end in a triple cap if blue doesn't do any stupid things.
Doesn't do any stupid things indeed. Yeah, NG
would be playing this way too defensively and not going for immediate pressure on the respawn. So they should now funnel into the point. We have one person that could easily defend both of the back points. Well, one engage already, so it's not going to be that much pressure. They're splitting up. They're playing right into blue's hands. This is going to be long 1v1s, 2v2s we're going to see over on capped points for the blue team. This is already over with this split. This is done and dealt for. I'm calling it now.
It's Nick calling it.
Yeah.
Should we just send them to
the shoutcaster taking all the hype out of it.
Or hyping the... Well, actually to a degree, Anwin did go down over on the other side of the map, but Tenku was very low and they've switched out.
Summoning the shoutcaster.
You're trying to summon it anyway.
I'm trying to. It's reverse psychology.
Almost worked there, Nick. Sorry about that. Anyway, Mesmer comes out. They are able to get the res. Tenku goes back up, and they're able to go back over towards this mine node here as well. Drops quite low, and needs to be watching out. Does get his heal off from that demon stance as well as using that utility to move over towards the point. Try and get a little bit closer here. Maybe pull some of those bodies into a direct line so he can actually use his mace to get off a ton of damage. He goes down in the end, unfortunately. Gin tries to come in for the res. Are they going to be able to get it? They're quite close. Oh, so close. Oh my god, the damage that comes into copy Titus. Oh wow. Really got suckered into that. Gin has got so many conditions on him as well. So as soon as he comes out of Reaper Shroud, oh no, he needs to use that Flesh Worm as well to get out of there, and he is slowly but surely moving away here. But look at the Ranger.
The laser, man.
Yeah.
He's going to chase.
Mia's is doing a great job at just following up with that.
Pew pew.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
Yep.
They're not able to do anything here. I mean, like, they've just had to completely disengage off that, and
I mean, where exactly do you want to go from here? Jin is just now trying not to die, maybe make the best of it, get a kill on the Druid. He's kind of fine again with Mist Thistle in a 1v2 off point. Kai is completely ignoring him, but even the down on him is at best going to a now very quick 2v1, and then with the assistance, why is the Ranger not moving in? Kai's completely by himself. Are they just going to pull off from this point? Apparently they do not want to sustain that triple cap, and rather want to play it a bit more on the safe side. How safe do you really need to be at this point score?
That's very true. Red team need to do a lot in the next game to come back. Maybe the map voting will help them out in that. We'll have to wait and see. Just to give you guys a little bit of information as well, the ESL Weekly Cup does not have anyone from Pro League playing in it because they're not allowed to play in it. This is not the Pro League. This is the ESL Weekly Cup. This is not a place for them to play, and because obviously we want you guys to be playing. So if you guys are not entering the ESL Weekly Cup because you're worried about the fact that you might come up against one single pro team player, then don't be, because they're not allowed to play in this cup. So that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, you've got every chance in hell of coming into the ESL Weekly Cup and getting yourself some gems. So now more than ever, the competition is wide open. Like, you have got every single chance to come and get some gems. So I'm not sure what people are talking about.
Well, people are maybe a bit preoccupied with the leagues right now.
Maybe as well, yeah. I mean, it's just something in chat, really, though. So, like,
at least to a certain degree.
Like, saying that there's no big PvP Pro League members in the cup is true, because they can't be in the cup.
They are already all in the place where they belong.
They're in
the League of
bucks,
Pros.
In the Pro League, exactly.
The League of Big Names.
This is a place where you can develop another assistance, a new place. Sorry.
Yeah, I think some people actually, we saw it in chat before, like, just if you aim for the Pro League, even though the ESL Weekly to some might feel like it's not the strongest teams participate there, it's still like we have aggression kicked out of the tournament. So Visceral Gaming and Aggression are definitely teams that you might want to practice against, because Team Aggression was already in the qualifier. Visceral Gaming definitely contested to maybe go into the Challenger Guild League and try and qualify for the next season of Pro League, because there are spots that are going to be open, spots up for the taking after the first season.
Oh, for sure. I mean, even like you see Pro League teams in the Guild Challenger League now, but obviously those teams are,
already there.
So don't count those two guys too much. One of these players is role-playing as Air, apparently. Although, if you've played the story... Okay, I won't spoil that one.
Miaz wants attention.
What's that?
Miaz wants you to present his build.
Do you even present my build? Give me a presentation. Okay, Miaz. Best Ranger
I
with the name Miaz.
PowerPoint.
Okay, wait for it. Alright, Miz, you're going to get the best damn presentation in the world for your build. Go. This is the best Druid player with the name Miz in this game, in the entire region of EU and NA. Basically, he's playing Beast Mastery, Nature Magic, and Druid. He's also playing with a stick in his hand. Also playing with Celestial Amulet and Jubilee staff with the sword and offhand torch, going for the condition pressure there, as well as the 2 utilities, which are glyphs. Glyph of alignment and glyph of equality, with the strength of the pack as his elite, and signet of stone, which is going to help his survivability ridiculous amounts, as well as we heal as one, where he can share his boons with his pet, as well as getting a nice amount of healing. And as his traits, he's going to have a lot of condition removal going to Druidic Clarity, removing all the things when he goes in Celestial Avatar. He's got condition pressure, exactly. Nature Magic giving him some defensive utility as well as some protection there as well. So, I hope you're happy with that. If you're not, I'm sorry.
You shall feel the mighty Shadow Stick.
Shadow Stick. It's nearly. Good man. Good man. See, I told you. Yeah. That was pretty good.
He's very impressed with your presentational capabilities.
Excellent. Right, let's go into this final game here. Potentially, I do feel like Insane Dark Bills could come back into this game. We've seen the ESL Weekly before, with Ben IK as well, getting to the final before as well, I believe.
Yes, and from the split here, we're going to see Kai again alone. Not sure that's really the best idea.
Alone.
We've seen that quite a few times.
Stop it.
Well, okay, this time around he's actually going to be in a 1v1. That's still not going to be too helpful for the team fight, but with the double Druid, even though I still think the Druid might be a bit better.
Well, they get quickness.
Still going to have enough sustain.
Yeah. And Mia's, as we went through that build, you can see he does get some availability to quickness as well, although it's solo to himself, so, you know, it's not but team. But still 2 Druids is, yeah.
The possibility of 2 men pushing for the far node, that would have put Kai in a lot of trouble if we take the past as any kind of indicator.
Yeah, the past
2v1 matchups, not really. Yeah, past of the past,
yeah.
and the present is
the future from the past.
It's called a present.
Wow, Nick. Nick's trying to get philosophical on stream. That's scary. Anyway, over on the midpoint, Schroeder having quite a few issues actually in this 1v1 between himself and the Revenant, which is in the Revenant having conditions. Just remind ourselves of his condition.
Look at Quarry.
Yeah, whoa.
That one following up. That's too much damage. No one alive anymore for the rest.
Exploded.
That's going to be a straight up 3v3 win for the blue team. And we already see Myers. He's eager to kill the Lord. Already at the door. Knocking. We are coming.
Yeah, he just wants to end this, get back into the league system, get himself up there into the league system and kicking some serious butt.
Give me the pips.
He wants to kill everything. Gin now as well, obviously, will be respawning quite soon. Mears gets onto the Lord quite quickly here. With only 15 points so far, 1 and 2 minutes into the game. Gin is just going to straight up ignore him. Oh no, he's going to go back for the defense here. So Mears could actually die quite quickly here unless he's very, very careful. Support comes in from the Necro here over to this side of the map. He's going to die quite fast, and that's...
no, 2 Druids going for the Lord.
Oh, well, okay, and wins here as well.
They're going to manage to kill him. That's also going to be a quick kill on Jin. They don't even care about the Lord just being there, doing some fancy stuff. Let's get a... if I can actually target him, let's get a quick target on here, because we have him on half HP. Mears down. They pull 2 people back into this now. Still... The map itself under blue control.
She bailed.
2 people pushed.
Yeah, fully bailed. Yeah, definitely.
It was not the smartest decision to go for it in the first place.
Not really. They're trying to be flashy.
At least stick with your guns.
More guns than tools. Anyway, over on the midpoint now, Miss Thistle, low state of health as well, as our team could take advantage of some showing off potentially from the blue team here. They do get down Miss Thistle in the end. And Decap comes out potentially over in the waterfall. Oh no, NG is coming for the solid. Yeah, he's going to be able to push Mears away here. He's going to go into mid and operate over in this team fight here, because Schroeder needs the hit assistance there of the Druid, which actually is going to be really good. Schroeder needs to get to him very, very quickly. Actually, nice movement there from Mears, as I believe he used the staff to just try and get into. We're going to go into Tatius's point of view at the moment. They do get a lot of damage down onto The Ellie's still dropping to quite low state here.
Relocation.
Nice!
In the area. Nice knockback there. However, kind of knocked the downed body back into the hands of the blue team, enabling for the quick pickup with the res, and Jin now under loads of trouble. So be careful, even though he wants to kill on Schroeder. However, a full Reaper Shroud is going to keep him safe, even with only 7k HP left. We see a nice pull coming out from that gravity well. That kind of puts him back up and safe, and this is surprisingly equal, considering we saw a fairly creative Lord Rush, Lord Stroll, Lord Walk.
True. Oh, we need to Goz. He's going to go down here, unfortunately, in the end. Gin is really, really low HP himself as well. He does drop, unfortunately, into the down state there. And we're going to see NG Main over on the waterfall as well in this 1v1 between himself and the Druid. Now, blue team don't have 2 Revenants, but they've got 2 Druids. Red team do have 2 Revenants, and they're losing currently at the moment by 15 points, but they are getting wiped out on many team fight and skirmish in situations, and now blue team likely to pick up the quarry, likely to pick up the midpoint as well, as soon as they've dispensed of Tatius there. And we've seen the decap coming out on the waterfall. So red team do have a lot of catching up to do, as they will likely have a 2-cap against themselves.
Especially, well, they're probably going to look at a 3-cap here. If I'm not mistaken, we have the +1 from Miss Thistle. That's going to be good, because we'll see 2 people already moving in for the attack. But the guys that just cleared up mid can now make life a living hell for not Gosram. He goes down on the other side. Actually, NG Main already disengaging. That's the 3-cap, and they're trying to do something in mid. Kai, however, with the portal already in range to contest that. And we should probably see Schroeder sticking around for the support here. They're fine over on Quarry. They don't need you. Go to mid and help.
I don't know. I think they're maybe... they might actually be going for a bit of a Lord Rush here when they've got the kill. You never know. They went for the Lord Rush earlier before.
That would be decent movement, but if they don't, then they right now have +1 the fight that was already won.
They're not
left
actually.
Mid.
They actually left the quarry as well. They just pushed over towards the midpoint.
And waterfall completely open, but they still get the down. Red team is kind of being pushed around like you heard of.
Whoa! Look at the conditions. Oh my god! We're going to see another team wipe here as well. Thank you. Is going to go down next, or is it going to begin? Yeah, no, almost. NG Main is very low himself, has to disengage here. And to be honest, he needs to try and regroup with his ranger here. Maybe he should have gone for that. Although he's going to disengage completely and move out to the rest of the map, using that flashy hammer with the pumpkin on the end of it, looking nice as well as usual. He's not going to go mid, surely. Not here. Not now. No, he does. Goes in with the sneak gyro here as well onto Kai to try and pick him up. This isn't the greatest engagement in the world. The NG going for the 1v1 versus the Bunker Mesmer over on the midpoint. Although Tenki is going to come in here as well. Sorry, Tenki trying 2v1 the Mesmer quite quickly.
Red Lord is again under attack. 2 people. Jin right now, the only one with the defense, as I try to this a bit golf commentary like. For no apparent reason. 2 people now focusing on Jin. They pick the 5-iron. Get him down. I should maybe try and do something proper, because Mias is now under quite a lot of pressure. We have the Reaper Shroud back up and ready, and it's again a Lord Rush that kind of gives the red team the opportunity again to move back into the map. Maybe pick up a kill, maybe push them out of this, but 3 people now from the blue team advancing toward that Lord, bringing Jin down. Tank you. Trying to get the rest is stomped through. Miss Thistle picks that one up. And now they are kind of trying to have a big team fight with the Lord in the middle to maybe just kill him with a bit of splash damage.
Yeah, looks like it's under... Well, at the moment, that boss is going to go down, because Tenki is having a lot of problems. Goz is almost down as well. Gin comes back in to try and offer up some defense. Goz goes down, full down state here. Red Lord dies. Blue team win the game, and that is going to be Visceral Gaming 2-0. Sorry I didn't update the score either. Apologies for that. But that is going to be your ESL Weekly Cup for 107 being taken by Visceral Gaming. Insane Duckbills coming second. Unfortunately, no gem prizes will be given away today because we didn't have 8 teams. But
Llamas
indeed. And you really, guys, you should definitely get involved in this Weekly Cup at the moment, because you have not had a better chance of trying to get yourself some gems with the 800 or the 2k in your favour. There's no other skill or pardon me, there's no other. You do the tournament on the day. There's nothing else that you have to do other than register, sign up, play the tourney, and
then kick butt.
Oh, Cyrus here. Hello, man. Haven't seen you for a while.
Hello.
Yeah, Cyrus, the ESL Weekly Cup is lower down on the scale nowadays in terms of skill. We've got. I'm not saying that these guys are not skillful. Oh my god.
Oh,
that's not what you meant. That's not, I mean, we have our Pro League on a Monday, which is the top.
Jebro just called you noobs. Burn him alive.
No, I didn't. I don't mean that at all. Yes, thank you.
To quote Jebro, get involved, people. Get in there. Jeb, let's just play the next Weekly Cup.
I might actually just play the next Weekly Cup and stream it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Might do that.
Haha.
Some gems. Okay.
Well, try. We'll try.
Maybe. Who knows?
We'll try our best, fail miserably, and still have fun.
Yep, that's the point.
That is what the Weekly Cup's all about.
It's a good place to come and practice. Like Tinku said in the chat, we should definitely come and do it, because that's the thing to do. Like you saw on the AFK screens as well, make sure you check out the Pro League, GMT, 6 o'clock, 7 p.m. CET, yes.
CET, summertime is over.
Yes, summertime is gone and dead and buried, whether or not it's here on the first place, whatever. So make sure you come and watch that. We'll still have the ESL Weekly Cup here every Thursday as we do as ever. Still the longest running still the longest running PvP tournament in Guild Wars 2 history, which is 3 years plus. Yeah. So make sure you carry on coming to the tournament, because whether or not there is one team or 20 teams, this tournament will be going on. This is a place for you to practice and to improve and to get better. And you are stuck with myself and Chronic Gamer casting this forever. So, you know, that's also a thing. Otherwise, I've been Mr. Jebro. I'm not Mr. Jebro.
I've been Dr. Chronic. His Lordship. That also
or his Lordship. No, that's not you.
I know, that's also.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at JebDan and at Chronic Gamer. I've got some fun Periscope stuff that I'm going to do in the future for Pro League, so if you download that as well, you can see some behind the scenes stuff, which will be interesting to you to see, or to see me parading around such attractions as the Warner Brothers tour for Harry Potter. Or random stuff. Like me.
Bit of randomness from the life of Jebro. Who doesn't like to see that? Check him a follow.
True. And don't forget to follow the Twitch channel as well of Chronic Gamer, my YouTube, and don't forget to follow this channel as well. Check out the stuff below. Otherwise, a mini salute to you all. Thank you for watching and supporting the scene, and we'll see you very soon.
Goodbye.